162 races, 3 world titles, 41 wins, 80 podiums, 610 career points, 65 pole positions, and 19 fastest laps. This is the amazing race record of one of the great, if not the greatest, Formula 1 racing drivers of all time. His name, Ayrton Senna. So hey guys, then Smooth Racing here, back with a brand new series, and it is very happily to bring you my Ayrton Senna career mode on F1 2013 the game. This is not a mod, this is just me creating a profile under the Ayrton Senna name. We'll be driving with a helmet that's pretty close, and in our first season we'll be driving for the Lotus F1 team, just like Ayrton Senna did way back in 1984. Actually, sorry, 1985 for the Lotus team, and hopefully then in this career mode we might do a few seasons depending on the popularity of this. Anyway, the first season is set to be at Lotus, where we'll be having Kimi Räikkönen as a teammate, and then hopefully in our second year we'll be moving to McLaren to face Jenson Button, and then maybe even Maldonado in Williams in our third year. As you can see then, we're going to be doing 50% races and one-shot qualifying. We'll be showing the one-shot qualifying because we'll only be showing the sector 3, I think, of that. And we are going to be putting it on Legend difficulty, which is very different for me. And consider we're coming on the final corner. And one factor in this is we're going to be trying to try and beat Ayrton Senna's records. And he did finish 17th in his first ever qualifying. And we have finished 8th, or we've qualified 8th, so that's really good for us. Just one place behind our teammate Kimi Räikkönen. And you can see then we're going to be getting into the car for the first ever time. Ayrton Senna, in his 1985 race, which is his first race in Australia, he qualified 4th and was beaten by his teammate who was in 3rd, and he actually retired with an electrical issue. So all we have to do is finish the race, and we're beating the great Ayrton Senna in his first ever race in F1 and also his first ever race in Australia. So then we're lining up 8th on the grid. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lights out. And away we go then. It's a decent start. We're in 8th place, and we've been slightly bogged down as our teammate Räikkönen has already zoomed up the field. We've also got 2 cars. We've been swarmed by Perez and Hülkenberg going down into the braking zone. We find a perfect line and manage to slot our car past a few cars, and now we'll be up into 4th place. Can we get past Webber going into the braking zone? We should be able to brake that little bit later than him and move our way hopefully up into 3rd. Can we? Yes, we're just going to squeeze by. We're going to be holding it around the outside, which soon becomes the inside, and we have taken that position from Webber, who is now dropped back behind Rosberg, and the Ayrton Senna with that helmet that looks orange but is actually yellow from the replay cameras. You can see then we made a mistake on those very worn tyres, and we've gone into the wall, losing half of our front wing. We can see then someone has pitted, promoting us up to 2nd, but we're being swarmed by cars. But we should just be able to brake that a little bit later, just like Ayrton Senna did in real life all that time. And you can see then we are now coming into the pits, and we'll be putting on a nice set of those prime tyres, getting off those horrible option tyres. But you can see then we have being jumped by 2 cars, the Ferrari and the McLaren, and now we have Max Chilton, the great legend, who have just got past ahead of us. And we're also moving our way then up. We are now in 9th place. And a few cars having made mistakes. We'll be trying to go around the outside of Nico Hülkenberg, and we promoted ourselves up into 8th place. This is going very well on these nice and fresh tyres. Now can we get Sergio Perez in the McLaren? The man hopefully will be taking his seat next year, but we'll have to see. We're not looking that far ahead. We're just looking to now going down into the braking zone. There's a bit of wheel banging, but we're going to be holding it around the outside, and we'll be gaining that 7th place. The next target is our teammate Kimi Räikkönen. Let's see if we can catch and pass him. Going through this final sector then, and we're hopefully going to be beating some of Senna's records in this. We'll be trying to get some pole positions, fastest laps, everything that I mentioned at the start of this video. We'll be trying to beat all of that. It's going to be very hard, seeing as I usually put on expert difficulty, but I really hope you're going to enjoy this series, and be sure to smash that like button for even more Senna career mode, and of course subscribe to more F1 content. But we've gone into the side of Kimi Räikkönen, and one of the cars was coming out of the pit. Let's just look back at who it was, and it was Sergio Perez coming out of the pits, collided with Kimi Räikkönen, who then spun round and absolutely destroyed my front wing. I was so lucky not to retire, but it did force me to come into the pits on the next lap and lose numerous positions there. And you can see we are back on the prime tyres, and we're falling all the way down to 21st, last position on the road, as Alonso's retired for making another move on Chilton. So two brilliant moves on Chilton there, and we'll be on the back of Vern now. Can we get past Vern on lap 11? I did do 50% races. I thought they were a lot more exciting than 25% races, a lot more strategy involved with them. And now we'll be trying to close onto the back of Charles Peak, opening the DRS and using a bit of curse, and we should be easing past him, and now we're up into 15th. Someone else has retired, as you can see, and Paul the rest are doing an absolutely amazing job up in 5th place. We're coming back into the pits then. I think a few cars pitted. We didn't actually pass everyone on the road. In the series, we'll be showing every overtake we do. And you can see there, we're just at the fastest lap on lap 13. This is towards the end of the stint. And we thought we might be able to take it to the end, but sadly, after that crash with Raikkonen, it really ruined our progress in this race. You can see it's just great to see that Senna name flash up as the fastest lap. And now with them, we'll be coming behind Felipe Massa. We're going to be easing past him as we took an absolute amazing line, and he was all out of shape around that corner and went up into 12th place. You can see them, we're coming into the pit stop for the final time, and we're going to be putting on those nice set of super soft tyres, turning the fuel up to rich, and now we want it to go on a charge. Can we get Maldonado? He's kind of closed the door. It's kind of a bit of a dive bomb, but can we still make it around the outside? Yes, we can. That's kind of a great corner to overtake, it seems, in this race. And now we're right behind Jean-Eric Verne yet again. Can we get past him? We'll have to see. For 14th place, we're going to force our way through. He's run wide onto the gravel and we made our way up into 14th. Now it's his teammates' turn. Daniel Ricciardo's on the prime tyres. We've eased past him, going down into the braking zone now. We're clearly ahead of him and up into 13th place. Can we get up a couple more positions before the end? Yes, we are right behind Nico Hulkenberg now, coming up to the penultimate corner. Can we make a move? Yes, we can. We're going to lunge it up the inside. We're going to be producing some really good moves, hopefully, in this career mode. And we'll be going around the outside then of Nico Hulkenberg, coming up to the line. We've still got one lap left, so this isn't the last lap yet. And we're going to be coming across the line then. Yes, we have got past him as we enter the final lap in 12th place. Not really where we wanted to be, but we're going to have to take it. It's been a fairly good recovery, I think, from us. You know, definitely not the race we wanted after Raikkonen kind of ruined it. It was his fault, and sadly he didn't get a penalty, or he didn't actually get any damage either. So at least our teammate didn't lose anything. I think he'll finish in the points, just to gain some points for the Lotus team. But anyway, we're just going to be pausing it now for some reason. And we're going to be looking at the race start. No, we're going to be carrying on then. You can see later on in the race, sorry about that. We'll be later on in the race in P12. We're on lap 29, the final lap, coming on their final corner. Sebastian Vettel has taken the checkered flag already. And now we're coming across the line in 12th place. There we are then. And then you can see the helmet a bit more clearly. Sadly, we couldn't get one in green, but that's the closest one I could get. If you do know a closer one, then please tell me the helmet number down in the comments. And Kimi Raikkonen then actually comes 5th, amazingly. And you can see then we've come 12th. And Sebastian Vettel's won from Button, Hamilton, De Resta, Raikkonen, Tutiel, Webber, Gutierrez, Perez, Felipe Massa, Nico Rosberg, and Ayrton Senna. But we did actually set the fastest lap, so we're already on our way to beating one of Ayrton Senna's records. But I really hope you've enjoyed this. As you can see, the drivers are just going to be the same. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Senna career mode. Please like, if we get to 10 likes, then there will definitely be another episode 2 coming out tomorrow. If not, then it will be out later on in the week. But racing then, I really hope you've enjoyed. And you can see then, Senna is not very happy with this race. But be sure, he'll be coming back fighting in Malaysia. See you then, and goodbye.